Namaste everyone. Mahati Wellness welcomes you back to this Maharishi Patanjali's Yoga Sutra journey. We are exploring Sadhana path. In the last Sutra 2.3, we learned the 5 kleshas, the psychological roots of suffering. But Maharishi Patanjali goes further. He explains how these kleshas actually exist within us. Not always in the same intensity, not always visible, and not always active. Understanding this helps us approach spiritual growth with realism and compassion. Today's Sutra 2.4 is Avidya Kshetram Utresham Prasupt Tanu Vichin Udarni. Meaning of this sutra is Avidya is the field in which other kleshas grow, and the kleshas appear in 4 states: dormant, weakened, interrupted, or fully active. Let's understand word by word meaning of the sutra. The first word is avidya, meaning ignorance or misconception of reality. The next word is kshetram, field or ground. Uttaresham, for the remaining kleshas. The next word is prasupt, which is dormant, like a sleeping seed. Next word is tanu, means weak. The next is vichin, interrupted or suppressed temporarily. The last word is udar. Udar meaning fully expressed, dominating behavior. Let us understand this sutra a little better. This sutra 2.4 explains the life cycle of suffering. Avidya is like fertile soil. When present, it allows ego, attachment, aversion, and fear, which are other 4 kleshas, asmita, rag, dvesh, abhinivesh, to grow. But these do not always appear with equal strength. The kleshas may be first prasupt, dormant, not visible in daily life, but present as a seed, like a habit we haven't discovered yet. The second stage is tanu, which is thin or weakened, recognizable but losing power due to awareness and practice. For example, anger that used to explode now only stirs when doesn't control. Third is vichin, which is interrupted temporarily, suppressed by circumstances or distraction, appears absent but reappears when triggered, like a fear we forget until the situation returns. The fourth and the last is udar, means active, intense, fully expressed in thought, decision, or reaction. This is where kleshas run our life rather than living within it. This vocabulary is not judgment, but for diagnosis. Where I am, what is operating in me right now, what needs attention, not punishment. This sutra reveals a compassionate truth. We don't fail if a klesha returns. We are simply meeting a different stage of the same pattern. Spiritual maturity is not absence of conditioning, but ability to recognize which phase it is in. Just as a gardener does not fear a seed, a yogi does not fear a tendency, because they understand the soil, the season, and the sunlight. Avidya creates the conditions. Kriya Yoga creates transformation. Awareness creates freedom. Let us do a practical reflection now. This week, gently map your inner world. Which klesha in me is prasupt, subtle but present? Which is tanu, weakening through practice? Which is vichinnu, suppressed but returns in patterns? Or which is udar, currently leading my reactions? Do not aim to eliminate everything at once. Aim to understand the stage. When a klesha moves from udar to vichin, it is a progress. From Vichin to Tanu, deeper progress. From Tanu to Prasupt, quiet liberation. This is a spiritual evolution in real time. In essence, Sutra 2.4 teaches us that suffering is not a single event, it is a spectrum, a gradient. To see the spectrum is to begin the healing. To understand the stage is to stop taking our reactions personally. To recognize avidya as a field is to remember self-knowledge is the root remedy. Self-observation is the daily medicine. In the next sutra, Maharishi Patanjali takes us deeper, exploring how each klesha arises and how we can dissolve them from the root. This was Sutra 2.4. Thank you for your presence and sincerity. Please continue with us on this journey with the next episode. Namaste.